G'day, thanks for tuning in. Let's have a look at this Google Home Mini today. What it is just a small module. It's got a speaker inside. It's going to have a bunch of microphones that obviously listens to you speak and then gives feedback. So it's just a plastic case, and I assume the top's all plastic as well, with a little sort of fabric cloth cover on top. And there'll be some perforations in here for the actual speaker to come through. On the bottom, we've just got feels some sort of a rubber, like a rubber pad, and I think that's there really just to add a bit of friction when it sits on a surface. And then we've just got a micro USB for input for power, and then a physical button to turn the microphone on and off, I assume for privacy. There's no visible screws or ways it actually clicks together, but I'm going to assume there's probably something underneath this pad, or maybe the whole thing just clips apart. But I'll try to dig in here first. So that was actually really difficult to get out. It seems to be almost two types of material. It's got I'm not sure if it'll really show up, but it's got a thick sort of plastic on the bottom and then a really thin layer of this rubber thing. And as you can see, as I tried taking that rubber off, it kind of separated that top layer of rubber from that bottom layer of harder plastic. So it's a little bit painful to get off, and it might be a little bit difficult to get this back on properly, but I guess it's not really a necessary part. It's fine. It can just sort of sit like that. That's all right. But doing that exposes, so we've got I think a button here, might be a reset button, and then we've just got, looks like Torx, so we've got 4 Torx screws, so I'll keep digging through. Okay, so basically the first little plate that comes off is just this plastic, simple plastic cover. And all we've actually got on it is, this here is just a switch. So that external switch for the microphone that can turn it on and off. And then here is just a little PCB, with that micro USB power. So that'll be for power coming in. And a little board, and then we just have a space for ribbon cable to go out. So that ribbon cable then just goes here on the side of the speaker and then up to the top. So we'll open this up, but that's probably where all the actual PCB and processing is going to be and get done. In between, we've got this speaker. So it's a small little speaker there, but then the whole case around it is all enclosed. So I don't think I can actually get that open. My guess is that it's all glued together, or even the way it's molded together. No, it would have actually been molded in 2 parts, and the speaker would have been put in and then kind of glued together around the outside. And you can see there's a little seal there as well. So where the wires go in, it's all sealed. So that whole internal space there would be sealed, and that would be done for acoustics. I think there might be a couple little holes here. Either that's some mounting, that's mounting screws. So that actually mounts, holds these screws together. But yeah, the inside of this is just a speaker module, and the inside of this is all sealed up for those acoustics. All right, and then further, so we've got, actually I'll undo these screws first and then we can keep going. But basically around the outside of what I'm holding now is just a little perforated sort of plastic. And then we've got, this is metal, or aluminium, some sort of metal. And then we've got this little bit of a shape here, so a little bit of a pyramid, I guess, in the center. And that's there right above the speaker. So the speaker will transmit the audio waves in, and then it'll just bounce off of that and disperse, and then kind of go around the outside. So that's interesting the way that's done. is the sound from this will actually be coming out not from the top but from the sides. So where those perforations are. Again, this a flashlight might, oh, okay, flashlight might be an easy way to see that. So it's got these all the way around. And then this bit of metal, whatever this actually is just going to be cast. And the reason that's there is it adds a bit of structure to the whole thing, holds it all together. But the purpose of that is mostly going to be heat dissipation. So it's just going to be acting as a heat sink. Depending on what this is playing and how much this is being used, it can generate quite a bit of heat. And this here would just be there to absorb it. So again, metal bit, and then we have a couple of plastic inserts. So this would have been cast, and then these plastic bits would have been injection molded into it. I'm not actually really sure what they are or what that does. So that's set this way. What does it correspond to? So it corresponds to whatever this is on the PCB. You can take that out and have a better look actually. Alright, so this PCB is held in place by those 4 screws that we took apart. Actually, hang on, is it? No, it just sits on this and then... Yeah, okay, it would. So the PCB sits on the plastic, this heatsink sits on top of the PCB, and then it's got these 4 screws that go through the actual heatsink and also the PCB. So 3 of them go through the actual PCB, and then 1 of them just goes on the side there. But that holds the PCB down. And then further, the PCB actually has, it's kind of, I don't know, just a soft glue, little rubbery glue on 2 sides that also further holds it down and is glued down to that. And then we've got, well, I guess this is just a case, just the top cover. We've got 4 dots here, so that's going to be corresponding to the LEDs to indicate that, and you'll just be able to see that through the fabric. Probably show it like this as well. There we go. So they've got that 4 slots there, and there's 2 slots on the side as well. So these 2 slots here, I'm going to assume that corresponds to microphones. Actually, that's probably what that was. So what I just ripped out here made a little bit of a mess, but that rubbery glue would have probably just held that in place and isolated it or insulated it from the outside. So microphones, so they're most likely microphones, and as sound comes in, they would just want to direct it straight down to the microphone and not let any other sound from the speaker itself come through. So that's a really smart way of doing it. Having the sound from the speaker be directed sideways, so it will just go straight out and not from the top. And then when you speak, it actually detects it from the top. Just that I would just be doing this, just so basically there's less feedback. And the way I assume that that's the case is because these 2 bits here, my best guess are that they're 2 microphones, and then through the actual PCB there's just a through hole over there, so there would be a hole through, and then they would pick up the sound that way. While we're looking at the PCB, there's actually not all that much to it. There's a little diode there, got a whole bunch of little surface mount components, and then we've got these 2 big shielded areas. So that's probably where the actual chips are going to be that do all the processing. Actually, that's probably an analog to digital converter there as well. Then we just have, yeah, the 4 LEDs that I mentioned before that correspond to the case. And then on the other side, we've just got a couple of capacitors and a few inductors there as well. So this whole circuit here is just probably going to be the higher power side to actually power the speaker. And that makes sense because we've got the speaker's output just here. So that's all going to be there, just basically for power filtering and for DC and AC blocking. Well, actually for the capacitor is going to let AC pass but block the DC, because obviously this PCB is going to be working on lower voltage DC, but the speaker is going to be working on AC sound. So those capacitors and inductors are there just to store some energy and also filter out the DC. So let the AC go to the speakers but not affect the DC side. Another little small microcontroller or IC chip there, and then again just another sort of shielded bit on this side. And I think on the side here as well, this little bit here and this little bit here These are just going to be 2 antennas. My guess is one's going to be Wi-Fi, one's going to be Bluetooth. This has both communication protocols. But that's really it. It's quite a simple thing. So we've just got this one PCB, really neatly, everything packed onto it, bolted straight onto a heatsink to dissipate that heat. Oh, actually, that makes sense. All right, I just put this back on. So these 2 black bits of plastic, they correspond directly to where the antenna are. So there's the 2 antennas on each side. So the reason that's going to be there is because metal will just absorb or interfere with the signal, with the wireless signal, but plastic wouldn't, or not as much. So that's why these 2 bits are plastic. It's interesting there still is plastic to separate that. Oh, actually, okay, that makes sense as well. So the reason that's not just left open is because if that was left open, a lot more sound from this would just come straight through onto the PCB. So I think the reason they've done that is just to prevent the sound from the speaker itself come directly back into the microphones. So neat and actually really smart engineering in this little package. So that's it. Thanks very much for watching. If you got a second, hit that like button. If you want to see more of this sort of stuff, then consider subscribing. And awesome. Thanks for watching.